I just want to apologize for being late. I'm getting ready. I got hungry and I needed a Snickers. I was like collecting stuff at the store and I was like, I'm really, really hungry. I'm gonna grab this and then I'm gonna go home and make food. So, I was eating for a second. So, give me just a second to kind of collect myself after eating. I apologize for being late. I'll be starting shortly. Alright, I'm doing my own little mic check because not a lot of people come in here as of yet, so trying to make sure I can hear myself, I can hear the music, that everything is okay. I'll lift my mic for a sec, sorry. I don't know why I put it there. You know what? Go there. Not sound like it's collected anything. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to do a whole stream mute, bro. Hold on. Oh. Never mind, I'm electronically challenged. Okay. Goodness. Well. So I've got, sounds like everything working right. Yep. Okay, I'm happy. I'm satisfied. If there's any issues, anybody joins, please let me know, cause yeah. So today's stream is gonna be Ace Attorney Apollo Justice. I love the Ace Attorney series, and I'm very excited to do this. So, I'm just gonna be picking up from where I left off. Give me another sip of water before I start. I was not me. I was hungry earlier, that's why I'm late. I am gonna try to read some of it as best as I can. I'm not a very character voicey type person, so it may just be this monotone, lovely voice. Don't know. We'll see. I might get into it. see. Ugh. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Of course that's not working. Because why would it, right? It's like I'm trying to... Maybe it's because of this. That might help. We'll see. I love being technologically challenged. Right? Will it not let me? Is this not a game I can stream? Am I just that? Let's... Turn it on? No. Okay, I don't know why that's happening. Hold on. Oh my god, after many technical difficulty, I figured it out. So I think I can finally get started. Okay. Hello, Trinket. My kitty Trinket has decided that she wants to sit right on top of where I look at chat, because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning. Thank you for hopping on the back of my chair. Alright. So I'm going to be picking up where I left off. Where I left off was... That's a great question, actually. I'm on episode 2. What has happened so far that I can remember? Basically, the beginning was like Apollo doing his first trial, or just, you know what? You're along for the ride, because I'm terrible at recalling. So, I'm in episode 2, and I am day 2 investigation. Okay. Alright, my apologies. I'm just gonna keep playing from where I'm at. June 16th to 23 p.m. Write anything agency. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Walkie made it through the day too. Walkie was... yeah. Me and descriptions are not happening. Everybody was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. That's very true. That sums it up, yeah. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello. Miss Tiala. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Walkie will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Way to put the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Great question. Tell me about your marriage. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? They're the equivalent of like the Yakuza, it looks like. I'm fine with it, and I love Walkie with all my heart. Aw, yeah, it's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you, married into the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did he... Also, there is a massive thunderstorm happening right now, so we'll see how long this stream lasts. Between that and my chair popping. I had to... Say, where did you and Walkie first meet anyway? That's a great question, actually. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance. She's not very forthcoming with the information about herself, is she? I wouldn't be surprised if she did it, to be honest. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. Well, that's interesting. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if this explains that apron. I can't imagine Walkie going along with that. He's actually motivated, isn't he? He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. Oh, my eye itches. The Kitaki family has been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put it. But Walkie says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic, what about the family business thing going? Usually it's the father worried about tradition. That's true. Can I ask you a question about Lucky? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Dr. Maractus? That's what I'm going with. Apparently, yes. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Lucky has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. I'm scared to think a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Walkie's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right. Leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? Tee-hee. Alright, I believe in you. I guess we go to the clinic now? That's that one. I think my best bet is probably going here. And then going over, maybe? Maybe I don't go here then? Let me in! Let me in! The front entrance to the Maractus Clinic. The walls of the post are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait. My hairdo's a little flat. There. Perfect. So that tells me I can't do that. Okay, I guess... Go back here. Go... Oh, don't do that. I guess go see Phoenix in the hospital, maybe? No. I don't know where to go. Detention Center? June 16th. Detention Center Visitors Room. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. The other... Ah, you mean the panty snatcher. Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too. Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He is a valuable witness. He is a bit precious. I'll give him that. Please keep this... The pun. Oh my god, the pun. Please keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. It's you. Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as there are few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Alright. Might as well start here. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait! I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it. Nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? Mind you, Trucy is a magician. He stole her, magic trick panties, essentially. Just kind of like these bloomers that look ridiculous. And was doing a trick and he saw it and he was like, I have to know. In the name of science or something. Like, this doesn't make logical sense kind of deal. So that's kind of the basic thing that happened. You're here too? Oh great, Trucy, teach me. I must know the secret of your panty. I have... Oh my god, I have the humor of a 5-year-old. My very essence hangs in the balance. Please, make me your princess. Apollo, help! I don't know, I think he'd make a great, lovely assistant. I feel like he'd, like, tell the whole audience the whole trick part of it, you know? Like, he'd just be... Stickler, like his last name, something. Just... Nothing against Sticklers. I don't know, man. I just don't think he'd make a great assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. What did you witness? Did you relate what you saw the night of the murder? Sorry, I need to put the cat in the lap so she can get comfortable. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol or something like that at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop! You two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true? Really? My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything he'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true. It sounds like Waki was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. I guess that's all, unless I have something I could... Oh, these are the bloomers. This is the magic panty. I wonder what happens if I present her right now. That's it! The mystery! The unanswerable riddle! Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties. What? How is this possible? It just takes practice, that's all. Then you must teach me, you must! To think if I could produce a pencil and an eraser, a textbook and a lunch. All from a pair of panties, my life would be complete. He's serious, isn't he? Alright, I don't think I have anything. No. Actually, I'm presenting these two. Explain yourself about these. Like, what was the... oh, right, because he had to get, like, multiple to... Like, he didn't know it was just the one, you know? Fine, ignore my evidence. See if I care. I wonder what he... think he... On second thought, let's not go there. You're right. I guess what I can do then is try going... Tracy, what do you suggest? So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Whoa, evidence keeps flying out of nowhere. Ta-da! That's all. Neat, huh? Oh. Okay, so the cell phone fingerprints Do I need to do that? Or is that like somebody I need to present it to, maybe? Yeah, real neat. Alright. Can I, like... I don't think I can combine them. I don't think so. I'm gonna move on to... June 16th, Eldon's house. Hey, it's Mr. Eldon! Mr. Eldon! Why does he have ramen on his... Or maybe he looked like that and I just forgot. It was really goofy. What's wrong? So, you found my stand. That's why I'm here to thank you. Ah. But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I've got no other place to go. Ah, I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy doll. Even in death, he's after my neck. I tell ya. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. Forgot about the harmonica. He? Even in death, you mean the victim? Dr. Miractus? I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Remind me never to eat his bowl of noodles when he's in a bad mood. Noodle stand. That stand, for generations, it served up the very best noodles us Eldons could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand. It's history, I tell you. Watch what you say, or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldon. A single stand, passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, wasn't it? Good memory, Trucy doll. It was a go-getter back in... I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Bah! Let old noodles lie. That's what I say. I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway. You stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that. Maybe he was also part of the mob? Mr. Eldon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Miractus clinic? Eh? I couldn't help but sense enmity there. Enmity? I hate him. Hated. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob. You mean the Kitaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Anyway, always an injury or two that needs fixing. Miractus saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kitaki family a good deal. A deal? Every 5th operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal. But it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town. leaving me here in the dark, up to my neck in soupy noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Eldon's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldon, or should I say Dr. Eldon. Figured it out, did ya? Figured it out before I did, because for some reason I was not picking up what was being put down. That's right, I was a doctor, a surgeon, until the year before last. So, Mr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. You take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, well, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions, I hate them. Not me. I love onions. I don't agree. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoon. Well, that's what he was, an onion. Onion boy. That's what I called him. So you weren't exactly friends. Ha! Me and pal Maractus? I give up. That's what his name is now. How many times can I pronounce his name wrong? Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's faces. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me, just blowing right past without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right, I was a surgeon before he was, you know. Then that no-good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. I don't know. I feel like I should tell Phoenix. I'll be like, listen, your noodle stand's about to close. Huh? You're investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yeah. Well, you want to know about a doctor? You ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll. Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. Right. Do I have anything I could present to you? Probably not. Oh, wait. No, there's probably like... could I present this, maybe? Let's try it. Sorry, Sonny boy, my interest is for my stand and precious little else. Get cracking on that case. Give me back my stand, I'm begging you. I want to try the other phone, maybe? Okay, he just does not care. I guess I'm done here. Let's try somewhere else. Maybe in front of the mansion? June 16th. Kitaki Mansion. Yikes, she's back. Hey, you two, over here. Us? Yo, little plum, what's up? I think all this gangsteries is a negative influence on Trucy. I think a lot of things could be a negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... Bah, a man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes, sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie? Clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. Let's talk about your son. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. The life does have an appeal for that age. Particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Walkie. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know, I'm his mom. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully, when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? I'm gonna go down the list. First, let's talk about the case. We'll come back to the father-son. Oh, I need to scoot my chair. It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. One of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. And then the fiance. Yeah, Wonky's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know. Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people. A nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. The boss may act up, but that boy means the world to him. Walkie seems well. It seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Walkie isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Mood. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. Okay. I should probably give these back, yeah? Probably not. About these. Hey, my bloomers, thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like them back, so... no, no! Why don't you keep them as a souvenir? Oh no, I couldn't really. Thanks for the offer, but... I could use those in my Magic Panties act. I'll pull shivs and pieces and godfathers out of them. Great, now your props are going from bland to dangerous. Ooh, those big thunder. Okay. What is this about? Sorry, kid, I got no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, don't worry. I realized... I want to go back to the detention center because maybe I could show him the phone and get some information. But I might be able to talk to Walkie now. June 16th, detention center visitors room. I was hoping to meet with my client. Walkie-talkies just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great, finally. Alright. Yo, sup, my little imposter? Ugh. What did you call me? Dazam, it was you. Sorry, G. Thought you were Alita. My little imposter? Sure is a strange nickname. It's a Clink thing. You wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster, like a poster girl, alright? If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Because she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So, what can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your, heart condition, maybe? That was the wackiest thing of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away. Boy. A relief to hear. Eh? What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart. If not attended to immediately, it could kill you. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get Alita for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. Alright. So I hear you're about to be married next month? Straight up. We poured the Noopidol 40 out on the stoop. Alita? Oh. Snapple cakes. She's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I'd best hold my tongue. You feel me? What? Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You feel me? And my Alita, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Okay. Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus? There's something you should know. Wiki-talkies are having what you might call a feud with the Rival's family. So about 6 months back, I go into Rival's turf, packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family. You know that? So you were taken to the Maractus Clinic then. You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know? I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitaki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed? And it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it to me on purpose. The revals paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder, that much is clear. Let's talk about your future. Life in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better live fast and die young. Fossis. Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time. All the time. Represent. The things that this game makes me read. I love how wacky the characters are, though. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Tracy. I'm gonna have to probably present something. This. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was... I guess it was me. I was there after all. That's... There's no guessing to it. What? We're finished. Yo, Walkie. Do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? You don't beat around the... wow. You don't beat up around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. Alright. Night of the crime. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Huh? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that. Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whacked than I am, and that's saying something. Ouch! But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? Dude, unless you were like just like blackout drunk and absolutely insane, I don't think it was you. Like, what are you on about right now? Maybe this one? Sorry. I meant to present this earlier, but I didn't. Yeah, whatever. He seems preoccupied. I'm not sure if he even looked at my evidence. Alita. Man, Alita. I don't guess there's anything else I can do here, per se. Since I already mentioned the gun and the knife. Let's go back. Where do I go now? Maybe the park. I want to try here again. No, he's still not here. Great. We're going to the park, I guess, where the scene of the crime was. Also, this is really funny, just seeing this old lady trying to climb the fence. Alright, well, it's closed off. People's Park. Well, nothing happened, so I guess not here. Is there anything else I could talk to you about? Doesn't seem like it. Don't worry, I'm figuring it out. I'm working it out, slowly but surely. Maybe the garage? I don't know. Okay, I found it. Now we go to the clinic. Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. No harm in asking. No harm in... no gain, either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. No, I probably have some evidence. Like... no, we're talking to this invisible guard. Like, what? Examine. We're going in here. Where did he... I'm talking to this person. Police car is parked in front of the Maractus Clinic. It's empty. The police must be inside investigating. Oh, sorry. I still have the... Do I go... I'll check the garage, I guess. No? Okay. This one kind of looks like my cat Toki. My cat Token. He's currently being held up in his room right now because we need to take him to the vet. He's okay. He's just Mr. Peabody. I guess what we're gonna do is go back to the park. Or back to the Kitaki Mansion, alright? June 16th. Look at that crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him!" Who the frick is in the park? Wait, that motorcycle. Ah, if it isn't Air Forehead. Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool! Those the screams. New album just came out, you know? Try waving to them. They'll love it. Ooh, ooh, he's so cute. They're so excited. It doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Ugh, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong one. You Why do you have a motorcycle if you're gonna be... Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. Part of me's like, accidents can happen, and the other part of me's like, no! You ask people. You don't put anything in there until you are certain. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. No, they're not. Oh, honey. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. That's... yeah. Machines. Tell me you share my angster, forehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case. The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah. She's in a foul mood, too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. German is not my forte. I would like to learn it, though. Oh my god! Oh my god! There he goes! The things I read aloud. And the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. I find it funny that I went here first, nothing happened. I go to the doctor's office, it finally happened, and yeah. June 16th. People Park. Huh? Does something about this scene look different to you? Maybe the leaf on the ground and the footprint? I don't know. Or maybe I wasn't paying attention earlier? The blue tarp's all gone. Maybe that's it? Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white frocked detective from yesterday. She seemed to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there. If you're gonna talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky, hello. The pun. Gloomy skies. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable, miserable. I just got a new kit, and I can't get this stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for the glimmerous fop. Glimmerous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. I'll let the munches speak for themselves. Speaking of distracting, I guess I have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensics technique. Wonder what she was trying to do. It's at the bottom. I'll start at the top. Detective Sky. You know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Well... He helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now? Well, I failed the test. But you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? Tell me about the prosecutor. I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. The glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right? A prosecutor should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Edgeworth? Less glamorous and more simmerous, you know? No, actually, I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his. But let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learn it for yourself anyway. The new kit. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Ooh, you want to know? Do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged, you mean it wasn't police issue. What is it? A roller and glue? This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty snatching student witness, for instance. Aha! So with that kit... Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, pshaw. We're friends. Or you're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Ooh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Of course. Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions for her kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print. So we want to analyze. Okay. I've taken the liberty of marking... Oh my goodness. Of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Okay. Shoe prints prepare to be examined. Ooh, this is exciting. Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press space where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. Oh. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Shit. Snap. A little bit here. A lot of it there. And then here. Not bad. You're handier than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press place to blast it with the dryer. There. Give it a shot. Alright. Okay, cool. I can just click and drag it. That's great. Hairdryer ASMR. But I missed a spot. Aggravated. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. We're ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold onto that roller tight now with space and roll it up and down. Keep going till you get enough ink on there for a good front print. I'm using my mouse. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Let's see if we get a match. Why does it look like a giant piece of gum is stuck on it? Let's do this. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Right. Yeah, hold on. Oh, okay, there it is. It looks like he's got a piece of gum stuck on the bottom of his shoe. So the shoe prints belong to Kiki Ducky after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Tying my hair back. It's not working very well. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here, solving the case with science. Well, that certainly brightened her mood. Yeah, I guess. Let's do it again, honestly. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on! Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. So, now to pick which print you want to analyze, I want to do this one. I didn't even... Oh, okay, never mind. I know whose this is. If you want to take another swing, just let me know. Yeah, I want to know the single one, then. Because I realized that that's, Panty Snatcher. Mr. Stickler, that's what his name was. Let's try this one. Why is there only one of them, anyway? Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. Hairdryer ASMR. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yep, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Looks like they got a leaf on it. Oh, hang on. It is like giving out on me. Trying to do this. There we go. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take out our print. Ready? Here goes. Yeah, it has a leaf on it. Huh? That's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange. So smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I can say without even looking that this print doesn't match any prints on our list. A mystery print. I don't think so, actually. I honestly think it's this guy, which means if it is this guy, the stand might have been facing that direction instead. But I would think there would be tire tracks. I don't know. Or maybe he was there. I don't know. Mystery print. Oh, no. I don't need another shoe print. This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind, though, that's for certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to Eldon's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey, you. Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print? This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. I don't know if I have the evidence, but I'm pretty sure I've seen something that would have left a print like that. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. Give me the... I'm gonna try this. It's probably not. Hang on. No, I actually don't. You know what I'm eating? Snacks. Snacks, more precisely. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, I eat chocolate snackaroos. I had no idea. I think she means you picked the wrong evidence, Apollo. I had no idea. Good at picking the wrong evidence. Well, he's attached to a stand, so maybe not. A mannequin put in the place of the body. I think I've seen him by the police station. The way he's forced to look at the ground now. Day in and day out, it's kind of sad. It is really sad. No clues here. I actually... Well, there's a knife. A knife is sticking straight into the ground. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in the trial today. Lucky was very likely pointing this at the victim. Like he wanted to kill him. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't think there's anything in there. Trash can sits next to the path here. And I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who hid little plums bloomers here. That's right, Trucy. And what a web of lies grew from that one little act. I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high, and it shouted objection. Trinket is being so sweet right now. Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. Damn. Poor Mr. Eldon has been standing here since the whole thing started. It almost looks at home here in the park now. I'm getting so sleepy. Oh my goodness. I didn't stream earlier. I just want to get back to court so I can try to get the guilty verdict for Walkie later. It's almost like looks at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree. I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and do the last shoe print anyway. I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. Now to pick which print. This one. Okay, and then this is definitely Stickler's foot. That would be this one. So these prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony, the final version of it at least. Now we know where the panty snatcher was standing. I don't think there's anything I can present to her specifically. And there's nothing else we can talk about until I figure out the mystery print thing. I don't know. I went back to the wrong place. Do I have something? I don't know. I guess I need to find it. Something tells me it was the check the trash. It might be the slipper. This trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom? That's it. Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected? Let's pick them up. Found the unfortunate mystery print, I bet. Let me just flip these around to triple check. Oh dear, yep, there it is. The bottom is covered with paint. What's this weird shape here? It looks like a leaf was stuck on the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. Ugh, I got paint on my hand. Apollo, I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. Leave poor Tracy's cape alone. Her cape did nothing to you. Mystery print. I do know. It's super... Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. Show evidence. I actually have the evidence now. I forgot about these shoes. But it will let me take clothes. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to take that. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... See, right here. Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. But if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint, makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Maractus Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Why is she standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access to Maractus Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you. Yes. Eh? Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Detective Sky's order added to the court record. Ooh, the music. Oh my god, I love Ace Attorney music. Ah! Oh my god. I could stay here forever, just fall asleep, or just listen to this music and jam out. It's so good. Allow clinic access to the magician and attorney in prosecutor Gavin's name. Right. Maractus Clinic. Here comes justice. Aww. Okay, Eldon's house. Then we go to the clinic. June 16th, Eldon's house. Ah, you two again. When? Oh, when will you learn? Look at me however you want. You're not getting in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look at what we have. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Finally, into the clinic. June 16th, Maractus Clinic, reception. I'm checking out all the stuff in here. Oh, there's some of the slippers, too. Oh, why are there noodle bowls? Huh? Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Alright, I want to investigate this. Look at all these bowls. They're from Eldon's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Tracy. And shoes. There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. You'd think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic's entrance in that case. And if the patient or visitor isn't still here, why'd they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these just in case. Sure. I think they're, Walkie's fiancés. Which the name is kind of confusing me right now, because Trucy is calling her, like, Tiala, and then Walkie is calling her Alita. Like, sure, if you jumble the letters, sure, but they're same thing, but I don't know. Alright, so court record. And then details on these. Check out the bottom, I guess. Oh, there's like literally nothing I can... Oh. There's literally, like, the nastiest toe print. Okay. Well. If you say so, boss man. Clinic's reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Alright. Shoes. These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. The same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing too from the rack here. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? I understand why our shoes are dirty now. But I can't seem to, like... Maybe if I... Oh. Is that not... Yes, yes, yes. Yes. No! Yes. Hey, Apollo, you think this is... Huh? This could be a toe print. Maybe we can get a print off this. Let's try it out. Dust for prints. Was that not enough? Toe! Hey, it worked. That looks like a big toe, maybe. But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us. Which means we can't match this print. This seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. I already know who it is! Let me log him up. What's in here? Look! This door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks. Don't ever bother putting them on when I'm around. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Ah, Apollo! That sound, it came from behind this door. Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Tracy. A break-in? They left through the window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better than this than I am. No, well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are pretty related now. Oh, you spilled the tea. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of that cup, it's dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now? Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. That's weird. What is all this? Whoa, what are those? The wall is covered with beakers. Ugh. Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. You can't... Oh. It's a goldfish. Wow. They're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor. And then the giant safe. What a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. 7-9. Oh. Someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 7-9. Wait, do you think that burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside the safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the court record? Probably. Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers? Why would we want to do that without gloves? Let me look. What's the time on this watch again? I don't remember. I actually don't think so, unless maybe the phone is related somehow. Hang on. Let's try the finger thing. The, like, dust fingerprint analyzer thing. Well, I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next 2 numbers are. Take that! When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them. With your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So if we can find the buttons with the fingerprints, we'll have the safe code lock. The safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Great. Let's just cover this whole thing. I'm surprised it's not left like a more solid fingerprint. Oh, did I not? Ugh! Hold on. I gotta do it all over again. Got just the thing. Come on. This one, present. It's happy with it now. Look! You can see the oily finger residues clearly. Look at 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing the gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Let's give it a shot. 2-5. Oh, 5-2, I guess. 7, 9, 5, 2. Got it. It opened. This looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it. An x-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look. By patient, it says Wakikitaki. So this is Waki, our client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in the safe? Let's see. The physician's signature says Paul Maractus. Eh? What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala. Alita Tialita is Waki's fiance. And there's a bullet in the safe. Wait a minute. Look at that. At the back. That's one Ita too many. Apollo. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic. Odd that she's neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she has a reason. Alita Tiala worked at the Maractus clinic. And she's had access to Wakikitaki's medical chart. You got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? The noodle stand guy. Eldon. But also, there's a bullet in the back of the safe. This looks like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of the safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished. Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Anything else? Not really. Okay. I guess now I look at this in the broken window. The window is ajar. That must be how our burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it was just a burglar who happened to pick here. Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. Right. Random lamp. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Very pretty. Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the cord. Huh? There's a red splotch on a part of the cord. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Okay, I have no idea what the lamp is gonna do, but alright. Anything else? This random clock thing. Oh, the plant. This potted plant has seen better days. That doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar. So why look under a potted plant? Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe? I've heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe? Then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. I have explored everything in the room that I am aware of. We leave. We leave. Time to go bring him medical document. Oh, he's not here. Where is he? In the garage? No. Eldon. I don't want to click on all this, you know? It's just gonna give me random dialogue. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Here, maybe? The case? If everything that Panty Snatcher said was true, it doesn't put Walkie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime. That's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. That was so helpful, wasn't it? This one? I know what I want to do. I want to talk to Eldon, but we can see that's going super well. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, she'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. That was one of the things I had to do. Toe print. These sandals. It's quite a clear print there, a toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Right, so if the prints matched, you'd know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe more? Yes. I think I just might actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? I'm assuming it's in here. I did say toe print sample, didn't I? Oh, I did. You sure did. I'm working on it. Try again scientifically this time, if you would. Toe print. I'm gonna have to hunt for a toe print in this slipper. You do! Give me a toe! Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print. Good call, Apollo. Bet we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. Dusty, dusty, dusty. Dust, dust, dust. I'm here for them piggies. Ta-da! The same exact toe. That looks like a big toe, maybe. If that were the case. This... I feel like the case is solved already. What's next? We have to match the print, right? Right. Let's match it. Wait. The detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her, get some expert advice? I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert. Alright, back to it, back to it. That's not what I wanted. These sandals, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. I have other toe. You may have toe. Toe. Anyway, this pair of slippers, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo. Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person who wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Sure is. I wonder if the doc is in now. Can I go get this other part done? No. Okay. Maybe I go to Phoenix? Better call Phoenix. Hey, we go to Phoenix. Let's go. Hickville Clinic. Ah. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago, please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I was standing in the courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes. He was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know? I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? Oh my gosh, I can't speak apparently. They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not his attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery for now. I wonder if there's something I can present to him. I don't think it's this. I could try. It's refreshing to be so thoroughly ignored for a change. True. Still no. I guess that was all I needed from Phoenix. Unless he knows something about this. Nope. Alright. Getting choked up a little bit. Alright, one more time. Where do I go? Who do I speak to? think I missed anything in here. No. Right on this door reads doctor's office. That was pretty intense, wasn't it? If we'd gone in there a second later, we might have met the burglar. But Apollo... What would we have said if we did see them? We can't exactly shout, "Hey, who are you?" It does lack a certain punch. Let's think of something cool to say for the next time we do meet a burglar. Let's hope there's not a next time. I don't think there's anything else I need in here. Which means there's something I'm missing to do. Maybe I talk to the police? No, okay. Hang on. Nothing. Maybe I talk to you? The park crime scene is off limits to the public. Police officer on guard by the gate is yawning. He noticed me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw you. Alright. Maybe something else to do here? I don't think she would know anything about this. Okay, maybe she does. Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Trucy. Wait. What? That's vital evidence there. You can't show her that. That's our secret weapon in tomorrow's trial for sure. Oh, clever, Apollo. What did I tell you before? If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do it quietly. That's funny. Okay, so we got... Where do I go? Who do I see? Maybe present this again? Well, if the prints on these and that match, which they do, it means that the same person was wearing them. You know, I thought that's what it might mean. Science is amazing. It is, isn't it? I've never felt so alive. I don't know about science, but it is a major lead. What could I possibly do here? Back to... here. And just like that, Phoenix is gone. Actually crazy. Can I present to her evidence to figure out where I should go? Oh, I didn't even view this. Bullet lodge near heart. What is it, Apollo? Oh, you want to see a magic trick? Is that it? Okay, watch while I make that piece of evidence disappear forever. Yipes, no, thank you. My bad. So... I don't want to Google it if I don't have to, but I'm like really stumped. Is there anybody in the garage? I don't think this garage is relevant anymore. Maybe the detention center? Yeah, I could present it to Walkie if he's still here. Let's see. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again! You always have to announce your entrances like that. Man, my old man, Man, now I'm all in a funk and it's his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days, I wonder why I do what I do. Alright. Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Walkie. It's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I've lived long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look here in particular. Where it says nurse, it's signed Alita Tiala. Huh. You lawyers do your homework. So you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic, so... Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine, fine. I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. I do, actually. Oh boy. There's a lot going on here. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. What if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience. You feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body? I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG, and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail for my sake. Okay, here we go. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. Hi. Yeah, I can see your chat. How you doing? Sorry, I was so focused on reading. How are you, Miss Janice? Oh my goodness. I'm doing pretty good though. My neck's a little stiff because I was painting ceramics yesterday, but I'm doing really good. You doing alright? But they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Maractus Clinic? That's where I met her, my fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say. The bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet, like, on the down low, you know? What I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So, that was the proposal? You know it. An oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op. Yeah, didn't go well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said. Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the bullet at that checkup? Yeah. That's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cat pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. Okay. Now what? Walkie. You don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. They're super cute. Mad. So cute, man. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Alright. I think that's all we need here. At least I think it is. Finally! Let's see. Ooh. I'll have to figure out something for chat specifically so I can read it a lot better. I'm sorry, Janice, but I appreciate that you joined, even for the short time you were here. Mr. Eldon, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he is his doctor still. Mr. Eldon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldon. Mr. Eldon, could you take a look at this? A medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldon? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD? He's a whole alphabet. Oh, but dead. Oh. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Oh. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Like, actually. Um, do I present it again? Mr. Eldon, could you take a look at this? You think we got time for that? Well, we don't. You see me without my bowl on. You're looking at a man who means business. Stop beating around the bush and get cutting. Better hear what he has to say while he's still in the talkative mood. My bad. Alright, Walkie's chart. Well, according to this chart, this walkie-talkie feller's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up inside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation? To remove it. Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet's snug as a bug right there, next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doc'd be eager to fiddle with. You mean it took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is? It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, with the hearts pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year tops. But Walkie's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. You should be on an operating table. Great. Just great. Maractus Dilemma. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. Then he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair. Despair? About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. The Kitakis. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and Walkie's back on the street, living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. No, Trinket. Leave the plate alone. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Walkie to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll. Waiting. Hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kid games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Walkie, he's real lucky to be alive even now. No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart, look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition. Guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? To be continued. Oh man, that was fun. Yes, I do want to save. I also am going to end it here, and we'll pick back up. Probably next Saturday is when I hope to do it. If it changes around, just keep an eye on the schedule. I'll post on my TikTok, and try to post the new schedule when I feel like it's pretty set in stone. But I'm trying to get a hang of this streaming thing. If you don't mind, just giving me a follow and checking out my other streams and coming to see me. Thank you so much for joining. Until next time. Bye bye.